The year is 2025. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, finds himself at the center of a legal battle that could reshape the tech industry. The Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, has brought a landmark antitrust case against Meta, alleging the company engaged in anti-competitive practices. The stakes are high. A loss for Meta could mean forced divestitures and stricter regulations. It could change how tech giants operate. This isn't just another legal battle. It's a showdown with the potential to redefine the relationship between tech companies, consumers, and governments. For years, concerns have grown about the unchecked power of big tech. The FTC's lawsuit against Meta is a culmination of those concerns, a test of whether existing antitrust laws can effectively address the dominance of these digital giants. The world is watching. The FTC's case hinges on Meta's acquisitions of Instagram in 2012 and WhatsApp in 2014. Back then, these acquisitions raised eyebrows but ultimately received regulatory approval. Now, the FTC argues these were not just strategic business decisions, but calculated moves to neutralize potential rivals. The FTC calls them killer acquisitions. The FTC's argument is this: Meta recognized the potential threat posed by these rising platforms. Instead of competing fairly, Meta opted to buy them out, effectively eliminating competition before it could truly challenge their dominance. This, the FTC claims, harmed consumers by stifling innovation and limiting choice in the social media market. They want to rewrite history. Mark Zuckerberg, a familiar face in Silicon Valley and beyond, has mounted a vigorous defense. He argues that Meta's acquisitions were not about squashing competition, but fostering it. He claims that Instagram and WhatsApp benefited greatly from Meta's resources and expertise, allowing them to grow exponentially. Zuckerberg paints a picture of a tech ecosystem where acquisitions are a normal part of doing business. He argues that Meta's actions were not only legal, but beneficial for everyone involved. They led to better products and services for users. He claims the FTC's attempt to undo these acquisitions is misguided and would ultimately harm the very consumers they aim to protect. The evolution of Facebook, from connections to content. Central to this case is the evolution of Facebook itself. What started as a platform for connecting with friends and family has transformed into a behemoth driven by algorithms and targeted advertising. Zuckerberg himself has acknowledged this shift, admitting that Facebook is now competing in the attention economy. This shift has raised concerns about the impact on users. Critics argue that Facebook's relentless pursuit of engagement has come at the expense of user privacy and well-being. The algorithms prioritize content that keeps users scrolling, often favoring sensationalized or divisive material. This, some argue, has contributed to the spread of misinformation and the erosion of trust. The FTC's goal: reshaping the tech landscape. The FTC's lawsuit against Meta is about more than just two acquisitions. It's about setting a precedent for how tech giants will be regulated in the future. If the FTC wins, it could embolden regulators to take a more aggressive stance against other tech companies. A victory for the FTC could have far-reaching consequences. It could lead to the breakup of Meta, forcing it to divest Instagram and WhatsApp. This would reshape the social media landscape, potentially creating space for new competitors to emerge. It could also lead to stricter scrutiny of future acquisitions by tech companies, making it more difficult for them to consolidate power. Beyond Meta implications for the industry. The outcome of this case will be closely watched by the entire tech industry. Other giants like Google, Amazon, and Apple are facing their own antitrust scrutiny. A win for the FTC could embolden regulators to pursue similar actions against these companies. The FTC's case against Meta is a sign of the times. Governments around the world are grappling with how to regulate the immense power of tech companies. Concerns about data privacy, market dominance, and the spread of misinformation are growing louder. The outcome of this case could influence how these issues are addressed for years to come. The stakes: a defining moment for tech. The FTC's lawsuit against Meta is a pivotal moment in the evolution of the tech industry. It's a battle over the future of the internet, one that will have profound implications for how we connect, communicate, and consume information. The stakes are incredibly high. If the FTC prevails, it could usher in a new era of antitrust enforcement, one that could reshape the tech landscape as we know it. It could lead to a more competitive market with greater choice and innovation for consumers. However, it could also stifle growth and investment in the tech sector. The decision, whatever it may be, will have a lasting impact on all of us.